You think your communication skills are bad. It is not your communication skills. It is an underlying problem that you can't see. That is self image. Tell me, if I say to you, listen, you have to talk to a kid. No weird shit. Just a kid. You have to say to a kid, how is your day? What is your name? Would you feel shy, or do you feel like that is a task? You will be like, yeah, I can speak to a kid. Speaking to a kid doesn't mean much because kids are always awkward. It doesn't mean much, and you can speak with them freely without any second thought. So what you have to do is improve your self image, because you feel like, I want to talk to a big dude, because who want to talk to a kid? Suppose you want to go to a company and talk to a very high level ranking official, and you have to talk to him, and you feel like there is no words in your mouth. It happens, your throat locks up and you feel like you can't speak. Even if you have a tongue, you can't speak, and that happens, and that is absolutely normal. It is because of your self image. Suppose if you were trained from your childhood, to respect your elders, to respect every authority and this and that, when you move out to the real world and you have to talk with those authority people in real life, if you want to make big in real life, you have to talk to authority people. You want to talk to a CEO of a bank, you want to talk to a decision maker at a very big bank or any place. Okay, you have to talk with authority figures. But from your childhood you were trained that you should respect authority figure. Then you get nervous. Then you think, what will happen if I say this? Will he judge me? Well, as an example, for a kid, you don't feel like, will he judge me? Who cares if he judges you? You have to have the same mindset. And another interesting thing, suppose you are making a certain amount of money. If a person is making less than that, you don't feel that intimidated by him. Do you understand that? You will always feel intimidated by the people that are above you. Why? Because you have been trained to respect authority figures. You understand my point? That's why you can't speak. That's why your communication skills are very bad, and most of you are just watching it because you want to talk to girls and stuff. It is the same with girls. You think a chick is out of your league, that's why you can't talk to her. It is very simple. There is nothing different about this. If you can talk to a very beautiful woman that is out of your league, you can talk to a very high official ranking person, and that too really correlates. If you can't do one, you can't do the second one. It might be a little easier for you to talk to a man, but a very high ranking man, it is more difficult, because you can't just go up to him and say, hello, how's your day? Most of the time they are with securities, and you will if you go up to them and say, how is your day, they will look at you like disgusted. They will say, who are you? Like, are you my relative? Are you my this? Are you my that? Why are you asking me that? Okay, so it is about your self image. It is not about that your communication skills are bad. Okay, because do you talk to your friends? Yes or no? Yes. Do you speak freely with them? Yes. Or do you talk to yourself? You speak freely in that way. But when there is a factor of judging, your throat gets locked up, or you can't speak. Okay, that is the reason that you have been trained to respect authority from a very very young age. It is hard to get out of this cycle, but it is very possible. So the first thing you have to do is just sit in a imaginary scenario. Like, literally sit in your room and at the mirror, or to anybody else, or even at, you can hire somebody. You can literally pay somebody to just have a conversation with you in whatever field you want in. Suppose it is you want to talk to a very beautiful woman, you can hire a person, a chick, I would say. Hire a girl if you want to do that. Hire a girl, and you can just replay the scenarios a little bit. And in the girl scenario, I won't be saying that much, because you can just go up to a girl, why are you shy, and this is that. But when you are talking to a very high net worth individual, you have to do these scenarios, because when you go up talk to them, some of them are very nice. I have met people that have social media following of 2 million followers, like fame after fame, money after money, infinite money, this and that, and they are very, very good to talk to. They are very humble and this and that. I won't say humble, but I would say they are very good to talk to because they treated me good. I don't know about anybody else, but they treated me good. So you have to improve your self-image. If you see yourself as a beggar, like many people say that as a joke, that when you don't have money, you just say that as a joke. If you see yourself as that, it would be very hard to talk to even a normal individual. Very hard, let alone a beautiful chick or let alone a high net worth individual. You won't be able to speak a word, and even if you speak a word, you would be like, can you will stutter. And what happens if somebody comes up to you? Suppose a girl comes up to you. That doesn't happen, I know, but suppose in your wildest dream a girl comes up to you and she looks like this and she says, can I have your number? She is like that. Won't you think like, uh, is this something weird? Is this a prank? Would you be comfortable giving her number? I won't be. First of all, it is very, very uncommon for chicks to approach you. Okay, because if they don't know you, it is a very masculine thing. A chick coming up to you to say, can I have your number? It is a very masculine thing. I know they drop hints. Dropping hints is absolutely fine. But when they come up with things like, can I have your number? With a straight face, I will be like, are you trying to sell my organs? What do you think? Like a very masculine chick comes up to you and say, can I have your number? It is like, are you trying to sell my organs? Simple as that. So you have to improve your self-image. If your self-image is like this and you want to talk to a person with this much authority, you would be like, I can't do it, I am not good enough, I am this, I am that. You will bring yourself down. There is no point of bringing yourself down from this thing. Why? Because everybody knows it. Your self-image and your prospect that you are trying to talk to, it could be a girl, it could be a man, it could be this and that, you will always feel shy. Now there is two way. Either you improve your self-image, that is the best way I would say. You make more money, you buy this, you buy that, and after that you feel like you are a little complete. I won't say you will be eternally complete, but it will take a lot of hard work. The second thing you can do is learn to avoid that. You've seen those crazy people with most beautiful chicks. They are that. They have a very high self-image and they aren't afraid to talk to people in higher hierarchy than them, because at the end of the day, beauty is a very valuable asset, and having money or a connection is a very valuable asset. So when there are two valuable assets and you are here, you can't even go there, what will happen? Nothing will happen. You will feel like you can't talk. Okay, so this is very essence of your, like, this is not an essence, I would say. This is very important part of your life. When you speak negatively about yourself, like these comedians, when you see stand-up comedy, I'm all for the stand-up comedy. You can watch if you want. If you don't want, don't watch it. That's up to you. But when you watch these stand-up comedy and they say negative things about them and then they promote their wife, if they do like say good things about them, then they say good things about their wife, that is totally fine. But when they say negative things about them and then they say good things about their wife, you know what type of dynamic they are in. Even if you don't want to say it, you know what type of dynamic they are in, because his self-image is like, I'm very lucky to get this woman. His self-image is that. If you get gold laying around on the road, you get gold, you will keep it in your pocket. You will think, if you have like a lot of cash in your pocket, you will be looking at your pocket instinctively. You won't be able to like forget that you have money in your pocket, a lot of money in your pocket. So that what happens, your self-image is so low that you can't, you think that this person is so valuable. But you know what, once you realize one thing that is very important, like this person that you are thinking that he is so big of a dude, he is this, he is that. I have been in both scenarios, when I have been with very beautiful chicks and I have been with very high performance men, I would say. They are viral, they are this and that. They have a lot of skeletons in their closet. They don't think highly of them because they know what they do. Like suppose a chick that you think is very beautiful, if you get her, I see people say, I will literally marry you the first day. Like you have so low of your self image that you think you will marry a chick for entire life because she looks good. She could have mental problems, she could be depressed, she could be paranoid, she could be those chicks that say paranormal things are real. And it is not funny. When when in the starting you start to enjoy life and you see about these chicks, like they say, yeah, something happens with me, paranormal activity, you think like, whatever happens, I don't care. But at the end of the day you have to care. Why? Because they are with you now and they're gonna do shit. And these big people, they most of the time they did a little scam. I won't say a big scam. Sometimes they did a little scam, this and that, and they know that they're who they are. They know who they are. So don't treat them that highly. And if you want to improve your communication skill, I will just say that improve your self image, your communication skill will improve 110%. Okay, see you in the next one.